So without further ado, let me introduce the Munholland family in a really big camel.
Good morning. My name is Lulu McDuff Munholland, and this is my husband, John G. Munholland. We're standing here among the graves of our relatives.
11, to be exact.
With that much family, we thought we should have a bench so visitors could sit down.
We don't have time to talk about everyone, but we want you to know their names. Let's start with Lulu's family.
James and Anna McDuff are my parents, and Earl is my brother.
My parents are John Henry and Myra Munholland. Myra Gilman is my sister.
We have a son, James McDuff Munholland, and his wife, Betty Jane Munholland. We have another son, John, after his father and grandfather. He's buried at the other sunny side on Cherry.
Julia Munholland is my second wife. We married shortly after Lulu passed on.
Let's get back to our story.
In 1903, my family moved to Long Beach from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. My father owned a successful laundry business, but his health was failing. My parents thought the mild weather might help him.
John and I were high school sweethearts, and in 1906 he asked me to marry him and move to Long Beach. Well, I said yes.
Lulu's brother had tuberculosis. The McDuffs thought the mild weather might help him too, so the whole family came with him.
Our wedding wasn't the only major event in 1906. John and his father were members of the Arabic Order, of the Nobles, of the Mystic Shrine.
Shriners.
15,000 Shriners came to the annual convention.
It was held in Los Angeles.
They came by train from all over the United States.
Caravans of automobiles and horse-drawn tally-hos led them from the station.
Shriners in full Bedouin regalia escorted the caravans to the hotels.
Long Beach didn't have a convention and visitors bureau yet. It was left to my father and me to persuade them to feature Long Beach in the conference itinerary.
On Monday, the red cars were busy getting everyone to the big event. And before that, on Monday, they got a tour of the bathhouse, and they got a tour of the plunge, and a boat ride to see the breakwater and harbor.
Many had never seen the ocean and couldn't resist taking a dip in the Pacific, some without even bothering to remove the fez.
And many stayed overnight. The city's hotels overflowed.
Newspapers mocked hotel managers and owners who slept on cots or even the floor to make room for more guests.
On Thursday, the red cars got everyone to the big event, a gala, in the grand ballroom of the auditorium. It's so hard to remember all the facts.
At the entrance to the Pine Avenue Pier, we built an elaborate arch with a Moroccan theme.
Or was it an Egyptian theme?
We weren't purists. We just wanted it to be grand.
There were obelisks etched in hieroglyphics. Electric lights lit them from the inside. 4 sphinxes stood guard.
There was a mural of Bedouins riding camels across the sand.
And on top of the arch was a huge paper-mache camel. Oh.
The shimmering lights could be seen in every direction for at least a mile. It was spectacular.
Stupendous. You can almost see it now. Shriners weren't the only things keeping the Munhollands busy. They were buying land to build apartments and houses.
We owned a large parcel on the corner of Ocean and Elm, where we built 2 apartment complexes. One was called the Mun, the other was the Munholland.
2 sphinxes stood guard on the Mun porch.
No, not the ones from the pier, but the same idea. My parents stayed in the Munholland. Lulu and I lived with the Sphinx.
It was so modern. Every apartment had cold and hot running water and electric lights.
In 1907, most people still used wood-burning stoves, but Dad and I insisted on the gas stoves.
Oh, I know you're all used to such things, but to us it was thrilling.
Our son John was born in our first apartment.
Thank God we had hot water and electric lights, huh?
Not long after he was born, I joined Frank Bryson's office to study law as an apprentice. In 1911, I passed the bar exam and became an attorney.
That same year, our son James McDuff Munholland was born in a hospital.
In 1912, we built a house at 14 Paloma Avenue, just off Ocean, near Redondo Avenue.
With 2 growing sons, we needed something bigger than a 1-bedroom apartment. It was beautiful.
It's still beautiful. This year, it was featured in Long Beach Heritage's Great Home Store.
Remember when Pancho Villa's wife came to the Munholland? She believed that people were trying to kidnap her baby.
She wanted to rent an apartment, but my mother said no.
The 17-year-old wife and baby of a Mexican revolutionary made her nervous.
She ended up at a house on the peninsula.
Wasn't that the summer that the dad became Mr. Baseball?
Yes, sir. His favorite team was the Chicago Cubs farm team, the Los Angeles Angels.
He held the record for season attendance, by the way. 99 games.
In 1917, he was looking forward to breaking his record. Sadly, he came down with pneumonia and died.
That same year, my brother Earl died of tuberculosis.
That's when we bought these 2 plots and commissioned this bench for our monument. I'm an attorney. We like to plan ahead.
You were an excellent attorney, and you still had the realty business. You were always so good at planning for our future. He helped get Hoover Dam built.
That's quite a stretch.
Oh.
I helped endorse the building of a dam on the Colorado River.
Well, it got built, didn't it? And it helped bring water to Long Beach. I was always so proud of you and our sons.
Both of them became attorneys.
And married lovely women, and made us grandparents 3 times.
As time moved on, family members passed away. In 1959, you joined them here.
That's when you married Julia.
She died in 1962.
Oh, darn.
Our son John died young. He was only 58.
Let's talk about happy things. Tell them about our other son, James, the water commissioner.
He was appointed the head of the city's water commission in 1967. It was a busy time. The big California water project was about to be finished.
Oh, that's an aqueduct that helps bring water from Sacramento and the San Joaquin River all the way to Southern California.
You're all still getting some of your water from it.
Our sons and grandchildren have followed in our footsteps, you know.
They loved Long Beach as much as we did.
One was deputy city clerk.
One was the head of the city's Chamber of Commerce. I'd say the Munhollands did okay.
We hope you've enjoyed our story, and thank you for supporting the Historical Society of Long Beach.
And next time you drive down Ocean, when you get to Pine, imagine a pier with a really big camel on top, and think of us.
Our graves are right up front. This is the arch right here on Pine and Ocean.
Big paper mache camel.
And our home is still on Paloma, on 14 Paloma.